IT and auto is still an avoid for some time, especially if you are a short-term trader and looking for momentum. So if you see relatively, there is definite strength in two-wheeler. So especially in auto, if I have to pick up, yes, Hero Motorcorp is one stock. Even after yesterday's move, it can still do good. But if you see stocks like either if it is M&M or for that matter Maruti, Tata Motor, so I see some amount of still sluggishness for very short term. So if you have to be in auto as a sector, yes, two-wheeler will be my choice. And if you give me a blanket permission to pick up sector of my choice, definitely in banks, especially in PSU banks, look at counters like, for example, PNB, Canara Bank, they're all showing definitely very, very relative strength. And for me, pharma is another sector which has relative short-term outperformance, and that has to continue. Look at the movements, what you are seeing in stocks like Laurus Lab, Glenmark, especially if you are a very short-term trader. In futures, definitely one can go long. Any dips in market or in these stocks, especially in stocks like, for example, Biocon also, which I was recommending a lot last week, and it has already come closer to that 390, 400 level. So whether it is Laurus Lab, Biocon, Glenmark, so for me, pharma is definitely strong. Autos and IT, I will still avoid. Select B into two-wheelers, and especially even FMCG looks stronger to me. So private banks in that, especially second tier, third tier kind of bank, PSU banks for that matter. So relative strength is definitely seen in these stocks and sector.
Right. Chandan, let's have your trading ideas as well. What would you recommend this morning?
Yes, so I have positive stance on capital market theme. In fact, more on the AMC and broking companies. So first is buy on SDFC AMC, and we have seen strong momentum in counter like Nippon India or SDFC AMC and other such kind of name. So to start with the SDFC AMC, the stock has been making high tops, high bottom on the weekly and the monthly chart. Even on the daily scale, it gave a consolidation breakout of last almost 25 trading session. Surge in the trading volume with build-up of long position clearly indicates the momentum could continue. We have seen 2 to 3 times higher volume than the daily trading volume, which also indicate the clear buying interest is visible in the counter. The stock has entered into the lifetime high territory with positive price pattern. So expecting the next leg of rally in the counter, one can buy with support of 51.75, and SDFC AMC can head towards higher target of 54.50 kind of level. Second idea, that is buy on Biocon. Positive on the selective pharma name, whether we talk about Glenmark, PL, or I think Biocon has been making high tops, high bottom formations on the weekly chart. Even on the daily chart, it gave a small consolidation breakout of last 5 to 7 trading session with a decisive hold above 382 levels. In fact, on the weekly chart, it has been forming the rounding formation and heading towards the next leg of rally led by its multi-month breakout. We have seen some put writing activity at the lower strike, which also indicate the bullish stance in the counter. So recommending to buy on Biocon with support of 382, and this pharma counter has potential to rally towards 405 kind of levels.
Okay, so those are the stocks that Chandan's liking this morning. But Rudra, what about you? What are you liking and what's making it to your list this morning?
See, for me, new age sector is also doing very good, especially stocks like Paytm, Zomato. Even at current market price, for a short-term trader looking for momentum and for relative strength, these are definitely good stocks to buy. So for today, I have picked up Paytm, and this stock has given that clear formation of rounding bottom. It is now breaking out even from those 970 short-term resistance zone. So every dips to levels around 970 from current market price, I will be a buyer in Paytm, and I'm looking for this stock to go beyond 1050, 1100 very soon. So buy in Paytm, one can even buy in futures. So target of 1050 initially with a stop loss of 960. And for me, private banks, especially second tier private banks, are looking very, very strong. And RBL Bank is one stock which has already performed well. So it's a choice. Now I've picked up Bandhan Bank. Even City Union Bank looks very strong to me. So Bandhan Bank looks very strong on short-term chart pattern. 175 is a very strong support at current market price, and on dips to those levels, I will be a buyer. Available in futures, go long in futures in Bandhan Bank. Look at initial targets of 190, and eventually it can go to 220, 230 zone also. At current market price, offers a great risk reward buy. So with a stop loss of 175, buy on Bandhan Bank for an initial target of 190 and later towards the 220, 230 mark.
Okay, let's take a very quick break. The implied open indicating a mildly soft start. Let's see